My name is Cozy Ge, and I'm a local-born, local-grown Chinese. My hometown is in Ningbo, a city 2 hours from Shanghai. And I had my college education in Shanghai, and then I worked in Shanghai. I used to stay in France for 2 years for education and internship, and I came back to Shanghai about 1.5 years ago. It was the beginning of 2010, and after I came back, I used to work for a wine company, deal with food and beverage industry, and in the PR and marketing section. So I'm quite familiar with all the marketing and SNS and the new media thing. Not that kind of new media, but new technology. Yeah. Then I met xindanwei. They're recruiting, and I actually we have connections. I have connections with xindanwei. It's like people who I didn't know any co-founder of xindanwei before I came to xindanwei, but once we met and we talked, then we have a lot of
common things.
Right.
Yeah.
Common things, and the connections are so strong.
Yeah.
And I really like the concept and like what xindanwei is doing. So
So just maybe you can explain a little bit xindanwei. Xindanwei.
Right.
What is it all about?
Xindanwei literally means new working unit in Chinese, and we want to promote and advocate a new way of working, which is co-working. And actually, the 3 co-founders of Xindanwei, Liu Yan, Chen Xu, and A Zhao, themselves they used to work as freelancer. For example, Liu Yan used to work as freelancer for 5 years, and she was happy working alone, but she wants a community where people can communicate, can share, and to share ideas and communicate, right?
So this place here was set up 2 years ago, right?
Right. So 2 years ago, Liu Yan came up with the idea to build a space for freelancers, for people who work alone, who work for themselves. They should have a working unit, have a company too. But in this company, people don't work for their bosses. They work for themselves. And that's how xindanwei can actually, co-working is a really trendy thing right now around the world, globally. But during the time when Liu Yan came up with the idea, he did not know that it's already a trend. He was like, the idea was come up by itself.
Okay.
So she knows A Zhao, and she knows Liu Yan, and she knows Chen Xu. She connected the 2 partners together. So 3 of them met, and they were like, let's start.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how xindanwei.
And how did it proceed? Is it doing well? Are many people here working? Is it really a good business here? And how many other co-creating spaces do you have here in Shanghai?
Actually, co-working is not that successful as in outside of China. Right. In China, it's not that successful.
Okay.
It might because of several reasons, like the traditional ideas about working, or maybe people prefer to work at home than to rent a desk if they are working for themselves. But still, younger people, they are willing to share, and they are used to communicate, and they believe that open source can make better things happen.
Yeah.
So xindanwei is still working on that. Actually, we are not making big profit, but we believe in that this is something that's worth doing. So the space exists, and we are trying several ways to expand the business, to support the business.
What kind of people are coming here?
In this space of 50 Yongjia Road, we have six floors, and on the ground floor we install a cafe. Then on the upper levels we have 2 floors which are meeting rooms, and the rest of 3 of them are co-working places. Like here, people rent a desk and work with others in the open space. Most of the clients.
What kind of people are coming here?
Most of the clients, we don't have a criteria. We don't choose our clients, but the clients choose us. Because some of the clients, they may want a certain privacy, so Xindanwei won't fit them. But others they prefer and they need a open space. For example, designers and HR companies, or non-for-profit organizations. So here in Xindanwei, we have a Shanghai branch of a Beijing non-for-profit company, a non-for-profit funds. They sit on the 3rd floor. They actually take the half of the 3rd floor. And on the 5th floor, it's a HR company, a Dutch HR company who hunts high-level technical and scientific and management, high-end human resources for Dutch government and Dutch companies. Here on the 4th floor, we have a lady who used to work in the financial industry, but then she quit. She quit and started an art plus fashion project herself. She's trying to work out, make fashion pieces as artworks, and she's going to have her exhibition in Venice in August, so she's moving on. And then we have a graphic designer from London who's actually the art director of the Tank magazine in London. So Tank magazine is expanding in China. They want to do a bilingual website, and they want to expand their publication business here. So they send Sora, the guy who's the art director, and he rents a desk at Xindanwei, which helped him to meet more design-related cool people.
Is there another co-working space here in Shanghai, or is this the only one?
Up to now, there's only one, but we heard the news that someone is preparing a new place in Shanghai, but it's not ready yet. And in Beijing, there's a similar place like Xindanwei called Garage Cafe. Okay. So they are a cafe, but not like us. We are vertically in the building. They are in the
ground floor.
Right. And they are a huge cafe place where it's more dedicated on the IT area.
Okay.
It's usually for IT developers, startups to show their ideas, and the VC, the investors.
So you joined here, you said 9 months ago?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I joined here about half a year ago.
Half a year ago.
Right.
So what did you learn here?
For me, I learned a lot. First of all, the 3 co-founders of Xindanwei, they are really cool people. Like they're amazing, and they are like they work right, and they are right people. So I'm pretty happy working with them and learned a lot from them personally and our work. I meet people here, so I see like so many people, they are doing so many different things and that they believe in, and it's really exciting. And also the 3 co-founders of Xindanwei, they believe in so much in the entrepreneurship. So they support startups, they support people to start things that they want to do, and I am really stimulated, I say.
Yeah.
Right. So actually, this month is the last month I work in Xindanwei. Yeah. Next month, I'll do my own project. I will still work in Xindanwei, but as a client.
As a client, okay. So what
Yes.
are you going to do?
Well, I will have two projects separately, both in F&B industries. One of them is I will be partner of a friend of mine who has a web magazine called Taste.ly, and she now has a boutique communication agency who works for restaurants and for wineries. Our other project is that there's an investor found me who wants to do some really serious things in the F&B industry. For example, a cordon bleu in China, like the Chinese cordon bleu. So he wants to do something like that, and he's looking for someone who's interested in food. Who's knowledgeable in culture, and who's good at speaking like foreign language such as English and French.
Yeah.
And then he wants someone who knows a lot on IT and the website, and that's me. So we are still under negotiation, so there's not so many details, but we are pretty happy meeting each other, so the collaboration will definitely go on.
So you're going to be an entrepreneur next month?
I believe so, and that's all like started from
here.
Xindanwei, right?
How do you feel about it?
I feel it's like the Xindanwei's how Xindanwei started. Everyone worked for themselves, because in the old structure of a company, that one does his own job, and whatever you feel happy about it or you feel satisfied about it, like you're part of the whole thing, and you work for that company. But it's like if you really want to do something, it's not the right thing for you. For people who enjoy the life like this, like I don't want any creation. I just like want it to be easy. It will be okay. But but for people who want to make something and create something, it's not the right job. And as currently the Chinese economic is still going on, and there are so many opportunities. And also, like for people at my age, we are the ones who had the chance. Who were really lucky to have the chance to go abroad and to have the internet to meet so many things outside of China, and we are local born Chinese, and we know so much about the people and the culture here. So we have the advantage to have the two sides of things. That's why I and so many people like me, so many Chinese like me, came back from Europe or anywhere else from the world to come back to China to start doing something, because
now it's possible.
Right. And
so how old are you, if I may ask?
Well, I was born in '83, so
83.
I will like go to my 30s really soon.
Soon, yeah.
Right.
Okay. So what do you think for the young people, for your generation, are the biggest challenges here and the greatest opportunities, both? What do you think they are?
For me, it will be like we are the one who know that there's something there, and that we have to chase for it. But then we had our earlier education in China, and also the family education. Like when we were young, China is not that developed, and we had that, and the Chinese education system is really poor. It's still poor right now. So we got a lot of things that are not right and not useful at all. we don't know how the societies make up. Like we don't know how it works when it goes to business, when it goes to society, when it goes to people and people working together. So that's something we have to learn. Luckily that we have the chance because in the open society, everything is more open, and you will do wrong things, but then you will realize that, well, yeah, I might do it wrong, so you will have the chance to correct it if you see it, and that's for me it's some like challenge we have because we didn't have examples to follow. We're working on our own. We cannot like learn from our parents, family, because they were doing totally different. We are doing totally different things than what they are doing. So that's something that we have to cope.
So when you come home to your parents' house, I guess they're still alive and they still live 2 hours away from Shanghai?
Yes. My grandparents and my father, my mother. Unluckily, unfortunately, she's already.
I'm sorry to
but
hear.
that's like an exception.
Yeah. So even your grandparents are still alive.
Right.
So if you tell them, I will be an entrepreneur, what do they say? Are they very happy, or are they telling you, to follow their track and, work in a big company and be a part of a bigger thing?
Right. For me, my family is always be like open and free for me. They actually I was educated as a boy from really young because they believe that with education and with knowledge you can do whatever you can do, and no matter if you're a boy or a girl. So I was grown up in a really open family, and then my father himself, he's an entrepreneur. He owns a company, but he's doing like old industries like manufacture.
Yeah, manufacture.
Right. So it's not like high profits and things that has a bright future. And he's really he feels tired about it. So he used to tell me that maybe you should choose a job to work for a company that will be easier for you. But if you want to if you really want to do something, go for it. I will just support you. And all I want is that you live your own life and you feel happy about it.
And your grandparents? Do you talk with your grandparents about it?
Sure. We are really great family for me. And my grandparents, they were because they had great expectation for me since I was young, and then they the time that when I was born and when I was in my childhood, it was the moment that China promotes a lot the usage of education. Like once you have education, you go to the universities, you will have such a bright future. So they believe in that if you work good, you will have huge refund. And because my father and my uncle, they are hardworking people, and they don't have a high education. They quit school maybe in their junior high school, but they are working good on their own, and they have their own companies. So they are open people. You do whatever you can do, and you don't have any how to say, because we don't need you to support the family, so you can play what you want to do. Right. So I'm supported. Right. I'm lucky, and I also have pressure because they have expectation on you, so you have to do really good to.
But I think you're doing really good.
Thanks.
So are many of your friends going the same way as you? Do you see this more and more? I mean, Shanghai here is probably different place, like a city further west. I don't know. I've never been to Western city in China. What would you say? Are many people like you, the young people?
A lot. But things are totally different in Shanghai or in other places. For example, the classmates I met in my college are totally different from the classmates that I met in my maybe private school.
What is the difference between them? If you have to describe it, what is different?
Maybe it's because when they are in Shanghai, they see more possibilities. They see more new way of things. Something like xindanwei. If you're not in Shanghai, you never know what people can, or maybe you can imagine, but you won't see somewhere like xindanwei outside of Shanghai or Beijing currently. So they see more new things, more new way of things could be here in Shanghai, so which open their mind, open their vision, and that's how people benefit from a city like Shanghai. But I also have friends who are really smart people who stay in countryside and who are bloggers, and they write and market themselves via internet, and they are doing really good.
Okay.
There are different kind of people in China, all doing young people, young Chinese. They're really cool. Right. Of course, there are more conventional young people who might not did not catch the chance when they were young. So there was a gap, and it's hard to leap over the gap once it's lost. And then there were people who's influenced too much by their family, so they had an old idea. For example, the relationship thing, how to do business, and all these things. There are people who are in the older ways, but there are people, not bad amounts of people who are doing new things.
So my last question would be, and I think it's a great interview, really. How do you, by yourself, experience this? I mean, as you said, you have opportunities in your country no generation had before. So there is something new coming for the country, but you were educated in this old system. How does this feel for you? How do you handle this? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I want to add, maybe in every period of time, for every generation, there used to be such a chance. Currently, it's the IT, it's the maybe it's the design, it's all the new things that China didn't have. But in past time, there might have been other chances that I didn't realize because I was not living there. But for me, it's like there are chances, but there are challenges. For example, big capitals are already generated, and people with capitals, they work things out easily than startups like us. And that's something that it's almost all the same for every period of time. Like earlier, China is not so was not going so fast. But then there were more the start line is lower than now. Now the start line is upper. There are more new things, but then the start line is higher and higher.
Yeah,
So-
it's going faster. I mean,
Right.
the development is much faster than it was, for example, in Germany 50 or 60 years ago.
Right, right. So the thing for me is to open up my mind, and I have to like take every situation in mind that I have to take about this and to balance all the whole thing. It's not like I see one chance and I go for it directly.
Yeah.
It's not that easy. So that's something I have to cope with. And to stay in a space like Xindanwei, it's like you don't work alone and you don't like talk to yourself. You can communicate with people who have much similar but much different vision than you. And whatever communication is better than none.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, like.